phase of jury selection in the Aurora Theater shooting trial now underway. Lawyers for both sides getting a chance to question jurors one-on-one for the first time today. 7 News reporter Marshall Zellinger in the courtroom for day one of questioning. And Marshall, not a lot of people excused today.
And when I left the courtroom, only 2 of the 7 that had been questioned so far had been excused. One of those for medical issues that would have made it difficult for him to sit through an entire trial, and the other for being honest that he could not understand how someone could plead not guilty by reason of insanity, and he told the judge that he can't put that opinion aside. We have a new look for the defendant, some new sketches from court today. The defendant spent the day paying attention to some of the juror questioning, but he also spent time doodling and staring straight ahead. Attorneys for both sides asked jurors essentially the same questions. They wanted to know their feelings and opinions on the death penalty, on not guilty by reason of insanity, on mental health, and on mental illness. And with each juror, the prosecutors pointed to the defendant and asked in some fashion, if it came down to it and they had to make the decision, could they put someone like him to death?
Clearly, the prosecution is doing this in an effort to get those jurors ready and to weed out the ones that are reluctant.
The jurors being called back for individual questioning had something on their questionnaires that made it apparent to the lawyers on both sides that they could be fair and impartial for this trial, but they need to explore a little more into each juror. Some of the questions they revealed, or the answers they revealed in the questions. Coming up at 6, what it takes or what's happened so far to be excused after you've been called back for individual questioning. Reporting live, Marshall Zellinger, 7 News.
And by the way, it's already been a long process to whittle down this jury pool as far as it is. 9,000 people were sent summonses in early December. About 2,000 of those notices went to people who either no longer lived in the county, had moved, or were otherwise ineligible. The remaining jurors started filling out those juror questionnaires last month. About 1,000 people making it through to this round of individual questioning. So ultimately, 24 people, 12 jurors, and 12 alternates will hear the case.